There's a highway stretching farther than I can see, running through the fields like it was meant for me. Got a suitcase in the back and a guitar by my side, and a whole lot of memories I don't need to hide. The morning sun is shining through the windshield glass. I'm leaving all the things that belong to the past. There's a little bit of sadness in this old man's eyes, but there's freedom in the road underneath these skies. I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I'll stay, but something in my heart keeps saying, keep driving anyway. Somewhere down that highway, there's a place I'm meant to be. Somewhere beyond the mountains, where the road runs wild and free. Somewhere down that highway, I'll find what I've been missing. Maybe a little peace of mind, maybe somebody worth kissing. Until I find that place, I'll keep driving on. Somewhere down that highway, where the next day's waiting on. I passed an old gas station with a faded sign, a little country diner serving coffee all night. There was a farmer sitting by the window alone, looking out at fields that he'd always called home. He raised his coffee cup and smiled at me, like two old travelers knew what life could be. Sometimes you don't need words to understand. The road tells every story written in a man's hands. Every mile behind me is another lesson learned. Every road ahead of me is another page unturned. Somewhere down that highway, there's a place I'm meant to be. Somewhere beyond the mountains, where the road runs wild and free. Somewhere down that highway, I'll find what I've been missing. Maybe a little peace of mind, maybe somebody worth kissing. Until I find that place, I'll keep driving on. Somewhere down that highway, where the next day's waiting on. Sky is turning red above the plains. A summer storm is rolling in across the range. I pull my old truck over underneath the trees and listen to the rain falling softly on the leaves. I don't need to know what tomorrow's gonna bring. and a little bit of hope for whatever life may bring. Maybe home isn't the place you find. Maybe home is something you carry in your mind. Maybe every road I've ever known was leading me to find my way back home. Somewhere down that highway, there's a place I'm meant to be. Somewhere beyond the mountains, where the road runs wild and free. Somewhere down that highway, I'll find what I've been missing. Maybe a little peace of mind, maybe somebody worth kissing. Until I find that place, I'll keep driving on. Somewhere down that highway, until the night is gone. The wheels keep turning, the radio plays low. There's somewhere down that highway, a place I need to go. Somewhere down that highway, I'll find my way home. There's a highway stretching farther than I can see, running through the fields like it was meant for me. Got a suitcase in the back and a guitar by my side, and a whole lot of memories I don't need to hide. The morning sun was shining through the wind. I've been working since the break of day, chasing every dollar that I could make. Dust on my boots, sweat on my shirt, another honest day of doing the work. Now the old truck's headed down the lane, with a summer storm rolling in again. The fields are turning amber in the light, and everything feels peaceful tonight. When the sunset finds me, I'll be right here, watching that golden sky disappear, with a cold drink in my hand and my old guitar nearby. When the sunset finds me, I know I'm living right. There's a little house beside the creek where my wife has been waiting all week. Kids are running barefoot through the yard, laughing like life ain't ever been hard. She waves at me from the kitchen door, and somehow I don't need anything When the sunset finds me, I'll be right here, watching that golden sky disappear, with a cold drink in my hand and my old guitar nearby. When the sunset finds me, I know I'm living right. Someday these boots will hang by the door, and I won't be working anymore. I'll sit beneath that old oak tree and thank the Lord for what this life gave me. When the sunset finds me, I'll have no regrets for every road I travel and every sunrise I've met. Give me one more evening with the ones I love nearby. When the sunset finds me, I'll know I live my life right. The day's almost over, the stars are coming through, and I'm right where I belong, with the ones I love. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, with a rusty gate and an old wooden stove, a weathered barn leaning against the hill, and a quiet little creek that's running still. I used to wake before the morning sun, hear the rooster crow when the night was done. Mama would call from the kitchen door, and I'd run barefoot across that old floor. Those were simple days, but I didn't understand how much a little house could mean to a man. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, where the wildflowers bloom and the tall grass grows, where my father's hands built everything we knew, and my mother made a home from a dream come true. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, where every old window has a story to show. I've traveled far, but one thing I know, my heart still lives at the end of that road. I remember summer evenings on the porch, lightning bugs dancing like little stars. My brother and I would race through the field, while Dad worked late till the daylight disappeared. On Sunday we'd gather around the table, talking about life rich in ways but never had a name. Time moves fast and children grow. Before you know it, they've got roads of their own. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, where the wildflowers bloom and the tall grass grows, where my father's hands built everything we knew, and my mother made a home from a dream come true. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, where every old window has a story to show. I've traveled far, but one thing I know, my heart still lives at the end of that road. Now the paint is peeling from the window frame, and the old barn doesn't look quite the same. The porch still creaks beneath my feet, but there's a kind of peace you can't find in the city streets. I stand beneath that old oak tree and think about the man I used to be. I close my eyes and hear them once again, laughing in the kitchen like it never had to end. Maybe home isn't walls and doors, maybe home is what your heart remembers. Maybe every road I ever took was leading me back to this place. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, where the wildflowers bloom and the tall grass grows, where every memory still feels alive, and the old country spirit never dies. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, where my heart still carries the family code. I've traveled far, but now I know I'll always belong at the end of that road. The sun is falling behind the hill, the old creek keeps running still, and I'll leave the porch light burning low at the farmhouse at the end of that road. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, with a rusty gate and an old wooden stove, my weathered barn leaning against the hill, and a quiet little creek that's running still. I used to wait for the morning sun, hear the rooster crow when the night was done. Mama would call from the kitchen door, and I'd run barefoot across. sun is falling somewhere in the west. I've been driving all day, giving this old truck a rest. There's a picture on the dash from another time, and 1,000 miles of memories running through my mind. The radio is playing an old familiar song. I've been on this road, but it feels like I've been gone too long. The highway keeps rolling underneath these wheels, and every mile brings back the way I used to feel. I've been chasing dreams, I've been running free, but there's only one place where my heart wants to be. One more mile to home, one more mile to you, one more mile beneath this sky. I've been dreaming of coming through. One more mile to home, where the porch light shines, where the years I've left behind can finally stay behind. One more mile, just one more mile to home. I remember that old house beside the railroad track, the little wooden porch where Dad would lean back, Mama in the kitchen singing while she worked, and the smell of Sunday dinner waiting after church. I never knew how much those simple days meant until I spent half my life wondering where they went. Now the old road is calling like an old friend, and I'm thankful for the chance to come home again. You can travel the world, you can cross every state, but the place you call home will always wait. One more mile to home, one more mile to you, one more mile beneath this sky. I've been dreaming of coming through. One more mile to home, where the porch light shines, where the years I've left behind can finally stay behind. One more mile, just one more mile to home. Rising over the old county line, and I can see the water tower in the distance tonight. There's a little white church standing by the road, and suddenly I feel like I'm carrying no load. I slow this old truck as the town comes into view. Every street and every corner still feels familiar and true. I pull into the driveway and turn the engine down. For the first time in years, I'm finally homeward bound. Maybe I was meant to wander, maybe I was meant to roam, so I could finally understand what it means to come back home. One more mile to home, behind has been waiting all this time. One more mile, just one more mile to home. The engine's getting quiet, the night is settling down. There's a porch light in the distance, and I'm finally back in town. One more mile, one more mile to home.
I've traveled every highway I could find, left a lot of yesterday behind. I've seen the city lights and mountain snow. I've watched 1,000 different rivers flow. But every time the evening settles down, I find myself thinking of that little town, the place where I was young and learned to dream, the place that's never quite as far as it seems. You can run for years, you can cross the world, but the heart remembers where it first unfurled. There's a road that leads back home, no matter how far you roam, through the rain and through the sunshine, through the good and bad times. There's a road that leads back home, where you never have to be alone, when the world gets cold and the night gets long. That old road keeps calling you back home. I passed the old gas station yesterday, where Dad would stop before we'd drive away. The sign was faded, but the memory stayed, like an old country song that never fades. I saw the church where Mama used to pray, and the schoolhouse where I spent my younger days. Every corner had a story to tell, every road had a memory as well. Time can change the faces, time can change the view, but the roads we grew up on still remember you. There's a road that leads back home, no matter how far you roam, through the rain and through the sunshine, through the good and bad times. There's a road that leads back home, where you never have to be alone, when the world gets cold and the night gets long. That old road keeps calling you back home. Tonight I'm sitting on an old front porch, listening to the wind come through the trees. There's a cup of coffee beside my chair, and the smell of rain is everywhere. I don't need to chase another dream. I've learned that life ain't always what it seems. Sometimes the greatest thing a man can find is a little peace at the end of the line. If you're tired from the road you're on, if you don't know where you belong, turn around and follow that old sign. You might find what you've been missing all this time. There's a road that leads back home, no matter how far you roam. Through the rain and through the sunshine, through the good and bad times. There's a road that leads back home, where your heart is always known. When the world gets cold and the night gets long, that old road keeps calling you back home. The wheels may turn, the years may go, but somewhere down that old dirt road, there's a place beneath the open sky, where a country heart will never say goodbye. There's a road that leads back home. I found that old guitar behind the bedroom door, covered up with dust like it hadn't played before. I picked it up and ran my fingers across the strings, and suddenly I was 20 years old again. There was a crack beside the bridge from years ago, a little faded sticker from a town I used to know. Every scratch and every mark upon the wood reminded me of all the times that guitar stood beside me when I was lonely, beside me when I was free. It knew every song I couldn't say, and every dream inside of me. That old guitar still knows my name, still remembers every joy and pain, every broken heart, every midnight bar, every mile I traveled in that old truck of mine. That old guitar still sings the same, even though the years have changed. If I play one more song tonight, maybe I'll remember who I was. I played it for a girl beneath the summer moon. She said my voice was better than the radio tunes. We laughed beside the river till the morning came, and I carved her initials underneath the frame. She left for California when the winter came. I never saw her again, but I remember her name. Sometimes I wonder if she ever hears an old country song and thinks about those years. Some people come and leave, some memories stay, some songs keep playing long after people fade away. That old guitar still knows my name, still remembers every joy and pain, every broken heart, every midnight bar, every mile I traveled in that old truck of mine. That old guitar still sings the same, even though the years have changed. If I play one more song tonight, maybe I'll remember who I was. I played it for my father on a Sunday afternoon. He smiled and said, "Son, you're getting better soon." He told me never let that music leave your heart. Sometimes a simple song can be the strongest part. Now his chair sits empty by the window every day, but his old words still echo when I play. So I keep that guitar where I can see a little piece of him still living here with me. Years may take the color from the photographs, but they can't take away the memories that last. And every time these old six strings begin to ring, I hear the voices of the ones who taught me everything. That old guitar still knows my name, still remembers every joy and pain, every broken heart, every midnight bar, every mile I've traveled in that old truck of mine. That old guitar still sings the same, even though the years have changed. And as long as there's a song inside my heart, that old guitar and I will never part. So I'll sit here tonight and let the old strings play for the ones I've loved and the years that slipped away. That old guitar still knows my name. I found your letter underneath the door, the kind of letter I ain't seen before. The paper smelled like rain and summer grass, and every word brought back the past. You wrote about the old house by the lake, the little garden and the road we used to take. You said the roses still bloom every spring, and sometimes you still hear the old church sing. Funny how a few old words can bring a lifetime back, like a train running through the night on an old forgotten track. I got a letter from the country tonight, saying everything back home is still alright. The old oak tree is standing by the gate, and somebody still remembers our old place. I got a letter from the country today, and suddenly those miles just faded away. If there's still a place for me where I used to belong, maybe I'll pack my bags and come back home. You wrote that Johnny bought the old cafe, and Mary still sings there every Saturday. The church bell rings at 7 every morn, and children still play where we were born. You said the highway looks a little new, but the fields still turn the same shade of blue. And every Sunday when the sun goes down, the whole world gets quiet around that town. I never knew how much I'd miss those simple country days, until your letter found me here 1,000 miles away. I got a letter from the country tonight, saying everything back home is still alright. The old oak tree is standing by the gate, and somebody still remembers our old place. I got a letter from the country today, and suddenly those miles just faded away. If there's still a place for me where I used to belong, maybe I'll pack my bags and come back home. You didn't say you wanted me to come, you didn't ask me what I'd become, but between the lines I think I understood that maybe coming home would do me good. I folded up the letter and held it to my chest. For the first time in years, my heart could finally rest. Tomorrow morning, I'll point this old truck west and see if coming home is really what is best. Maybe some roads are meant to disappear, maybe some memories
memories are meant to reappear. Maybe home is not the place you leave behind. Maybe home is where you find your peace of mind. I got a letter from the country tonight, and now I see that little porch light. The old oak tree is standing by the gate, and maybe it's not too late. I got a letter from the country today, and all these miles are calling me away. If there's still a place for me where I used to belong, I'll be coming home before too long. There's a letter on the dashboard, and the highway's calling me. I'm heading west tomorrow morning, back to where I'm meant to be. A letter from the country brought me home to me.
I've been driving since the morning light, through the rolling hills and fading signs. Got a picture of my family close, and an old guitar where the backseat goes. The radio plays that familiar sound, a country song as I cross another town. Every mile feels a little more right as the sun disappears into the night. Just one more mile to home, one more mile and I'll be there. One more turn down that old dirt road, one more breath of country air. I've been gone for far too long, but tonight I'm coming home. Just one more mile to home, one more mile and I'm not alone. I can see the water tower ahead, and the church where my grandparents prayed. There's the diner with the old blue sign, where I spent so many Saturday nights. I wonder if the neighbors still remember the boy who left one cold December. I thought I needed the whole world to see, but home was always waiting there for me. Just one more mile to home, one more mile and I'll be there. One more turn down that old dirt road, one more breath of country air. I've been gone for far too long, but tonight I'm coming home.
things never change with time. Some things are worth coming back for. Just one more mile to home, one more mile beneath these stars. I can leave behind the highways and all the places that felt far. I've got nothing left to prove. I've got nowhere else to roam. Just one more mile to home. Tonight this old heart's finally home. I turn onto that familiar road, slow the truck down and let the memories come home.
There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, with a rusty gate and an old wooden stove, a weathered barn leaning against the hill, and a quiet little creek that's running still. I used to wake before the morning sun, hear the rooster crow when the night was done. Mama would call from the kitchen door, and I'd run barefoot across that old floor. Those were simple days, but I didn't understand how much a little house could mean to a man. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, where the wildflowers bloom and the tall grass grows, where my father's hands built everything we knew, and my mother made a home from a dream come true. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, where every old window has a story to show. I've traveled far, but one thing I know, my heart still lives at the end of that road. I remember summer evenings on the porch, lightning bugs dancing like little stars. My brother and I would race through the field, while Dad worked late till the daylight disappeared. On Sunday we gathered around the table, talking about life and doing what we were able. Nobody cared about money or fame. We were rich in ways that never had a name. Time moves fast and children grow. Before you know it, they've got roads of their own. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, at the end of that road. Now the paint is peeling from the window frame, and the old barn doesn't look quite the same. The porch still creaks beneath my feet, but there's a kind of peace you can't find in the city streets. I stand beneath that old oak tree and think about the man I used to be. I close my eyes and hear them once again, laughing in the kitchen like it never had to end. Maybe home isn't walls and doors. Maybe home is what your heart remembers. Maybe every road I ever took was leading me back to this place. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, where the wildflowers bloom and the tall grass grows, where every memory still feels alive, and the old country spirit never dies. There's a farmhouse at the end of the road, where my heart still carries the family code. I've traveled far, but now I know I'll always belong at the end of that road. The sun is falling behind the hill. The old creek keeps running still, and I'll leave the porch light burning low at the farmhouse at the end of that road.
I wake up when the rooster calls, sunlight coming through the window walls, coffee brewing in an old tin pot, another day with whatever I've got. There's a field waiting beyond the gate, and a little work that just can't wait. I pull my boots on, step outside, with the morning stretching far and wide. This is the country life I know, where the fields are wide and the rivers flow, where a hard day's work feels good at night, and the stars come shining clear and bright. I don't need a fancy life or a big house on the hill. Give me a porch and old guitar and a little time to stand still. My old truck rattles down the lane, a little mud and a little rain. I wave at neighbors passing by while hawks are circling through the sky. There's a little diner down the road where everybody knows the story's told. We sit around with coffee cups, talking about the world and catching up. This is the country life I know, where the fields are wide and the rivers flow, where a hard day's work feels good at night, and the stars come shining clear and bright. little time to stand still. Maybe some folks want city lights, maybe they love those busy nights, but I found peace beneath these trees, with an open field and a country breeze. This is the country life I know, and it's the only life I need to know. Give me family, faith and friends, and a road that seems to have no end. When the evening sun goes down, I'll sit outside and watch it fade, thankful for this simple life and every choice I've made. The moon comes up, the day is done. Tomorrow